Arbor has a history of resource guarding with other dogs. Now, she's already overcome that for the most part in a way that just means that it's controlled and she knows how to move away from a food bowl. But I did notice her excitement with food in general could use a little work. And as long as you don't feel like your dog is dangerous when doing an exercise like this with just a leash or leash and e-collar, whatever it might be, this is a great opportunity to challenge your dog. So I start with myself in the middle. Do you see that? I'm in the middle. And she's excited and a little confused. And then I put her in the middle. So it's kind of like pressure on, pressure off. I'm ready to tap e-collar if she decides to put her nose to the food bowl. Now, so far, we've been going a decent pace. Now, look, I slow down and I drop the leash. And she's not stupid. She knows I dropped the leash. So what do? I grab the leash, pick it up to help her out, just to do that turn, to complete that turn with me. She's going to place because she thinks she'll get fed that way. It's just problem solving. And it's helpful to go into another room if your dog is struggling calming down. But she did great. I only did that one tap. That was the tap as well. I only did that one tap when I, went to pick up the leash to help her on that turn. Now we're going to do some recalls by the food bowl. Me touching it right there could be a huge, wrench, a huge distraction. Having it make noise. So notice she didn't go towards it, but she didn't do a clean recall either. So that tells me that we need to get that clean recall before I let her go to the food bowl. And I did tap e-collar when I thought she was going to go back towards the bowl, but notice I use slip leash pressure up in the air to settle her down. And what's the difference I'm making here? I stay holding on to the leash. Clearly, dropping the leash was too much for her, and I want her to be successful. There's a no. So that was a correction. So I want her to be successful. Meaning I don't mind telling my dog no, but I want to be able to guide her with what I do want her to do. And that clip earlier of me pointing and her looking at the food bowl and not listening and compromising puts you in a position where you lose all authority, e-collar or no e-collar. That leash provides guidance for what you do want your dog to do. It's very necessary. Now, I'm not going to mince words. You see that beautiful avoidance bowl? What bowl? I'll go around the bowl. That is not because of the piddly little low correction you saw me do earlier. She had to have another one. So I'm not going to lie to y'all. She had to have a bigger one, and I'm not surprised. And she can take it on the chin. She's a tough cookie. That's why she had to have a low correction and a big correction. And now look how beautiful she's doing. But I have to say this. I don't want to say never, but I would never mean to correct a dog and then give the dog permission to go to the bowl right after that. To me, that is confusing. I want to correct the dog, and then I want to do a bunch of recalls past the food bowl, whatever we were trying to accomplish, like a minimum of 5. Minimum, preferably 10. I don't know how many I do here, I'll be honest. And I do that to give the dog context, so the dog feels good about what we're doing. That we don't end on a correction and then you get the food. No. What I was trying to accomplish is a recall past the food bowl. So I'm going to solidify that. I'm going to try to create that new neural pathway in the brain of what I was asking, and the dog to be successful and not need any guidance other than just come and good job. That's the goal. Okay, that's the goal, is to work the problem until you're successful multiple times. Now I'm going back to, she did great. Now I'm going back to my let's go work, walking with her slowly around it. Clearly that's easier than the recall. But anyway, guys, I hope that makes sense. And don't worry about her. She's not hesitant about food at all, as you can see, even though she got in very big trouble, small trouble, and then big trouble, which you didn't see. Just trust me, she did. And then we incorporate out as well, which just means move away from something of value. And I play around. That was body language paired. Does she eat faster when she sees me coming at her? Can she do it if I don't move at all? That's what I just did. I didn't move at all. Can she do it if I'm far away from her and don't even look at her? See, I'm just playing and she does beautifully. Basically, I'm proofing out in several different instances. Body language, no body language, turning my back, weird stuff. And she did great. Anyway, guys, I hope this gave you some things to work on with your dog at home.